This is your Diamond Insight for tonight of twisted state financial control measures. We may not be experts in government expenditure preferences, but one thing for certain, our political leaders have twisted public financial control measures. There appears to be a mistaken belief that allowing permanent secretaries or their subordinates to travel to districts and other places outside their jurisdiction is more costly than globetrotting ministers and other political office holders. This is not only the thinking of the new Dawn government of the UPND, but was also the public financial control measure by the Patriotic Front administration. Looking back some months before the August 12 election, it was common seeing ministers travel the country in the guise of inspecting government projects. Workshops outside the station of the permanent secretaries were banned, while political appointees enjoyed their campaign trips. It was common to hear repeated warnings of dismissal of controlling officers abusing the treasury. But is it not surprising that the new Dawn government is repeating the same warning on the abuse of public financial resources? For those at sea, President Hakainde Hichilema has directed disciplinary action against permanent secretaries who are perpetuating the abuse of perks in the area of daily subsistence allowances, sitting allowance, lunch allowance, and the procurement system. This is what Acting Secretary to Cabinet Patrick Kangwa said when he addressed the 2022 First Senior Public Civil Service Management Meeting in Lusaka. As we offer our advice on how to reduce frivolous expenditure, especially on allowances, we can only urge the new government to find out why civil servants do not seem to stop applying the same financial pattern. This is happening at a time when the Public Financial Management Act, which prescribes punishment for erring public service workers, is in full force. Mr. Kangwa Sir, who is our Acting Secretary to Cabinet, you have a duty to tell President Hichilema the truth and nothing but the whole truth. Civil servants find schemes on how to siphon money from the treasury because they want to enjoy as political leaders such as ministers do. It is important for the president to probe how much ministers carry on their trips and the output of reports after the visits in the provinces and districts. There is too much money carried by ministers when some of them cannot account for their expenditure, as this is the job of the impress carrier or the permanent secretary who is called before the Public Accounts Committee. But for civil servants who sign for these monies for the ministers, they are made to remain back home in Lusaka yawning their way home as their children are expectant of goodies back home from work. Therefore, we advise President Hichilema and the Acting Secretary to Cabinet, Mr. Patrick Kangwa, to balance the suspension of travel between civil servants and other political figureheads such as ministers.